back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but things have happened. We all know what's going on in the world, and yeah, so there hasn't been as much, creative juices flowing because this is our time that we have off and to chill. This is our time that we have off and to chill and to reevaluate our lives and to discover new things. So I discovered something new, and that something new is a show called Solar Opposites. I had came across it, and I was on one of my websites. If you're an avid animation watcher, you all have a website that you go to, so you guys know what I mean. So I was on one of my websites, and I kept seeing this sort of alien thumbnail to the show, and I was kind of like, I'll pass, because I've really, my faith in adult animation has been very pessimistic lately, and maybe I'll make a video about it, but the state that adult animation is in right now for me is not the best, in my opinion. So maybe I might make a video about that. But in this video, we're going to be discussing Solar Opposites. So, I was kind of running out of things to watch. Netflix wasn't offering anything. Any of those other streaming services were not offering anything. So, last resort is my, source, my cartoon websites that I like to go to. And yeah, I decided to give it a chance, clicked on it. And at first I had mixed feelings because, let's just give a little bit of a background about Solar Opposites. So, Solar Opposites was created by Justin Roiland, and if I'm saying that right, yeah, he's the creator of Rick and Morty. And a fun fact, I think I've only seen one episode of Rick and Morty one night when it was on Adult Swim. So if you guys recommend Rick and Morty, or if you want to see me react to the first episode of Rick and Morty, I haven't really given it a chance. I don't know why, but yeah, I haven't seen Rick and Morty. I just recognize the voice, because even if you haven't seen it, you've kind of seen a little bit of it, so you know the voice. So I was like, okay, cartoon style was similar. It was created by the same person who created Rick and Morty. It's about this alien family. Their home planet was destroyed. They crash land on Earth, and their ship has to be repaired in order for them to finish their mission. So their planet has been destroyed. They're sent with replicates, and they're sent with these little larvae. The larvae, once they become mature enough, will then create a sort of new world for them. So yeah, until that comes, they have been crash landed on Earth, and they're just trying to get accustomed to Earth life. Aliens of the show, we have Korvac, Terry, Jesse, and Yumulak. Or Yumulak, then Jesse. So Corvo is sort of like the leader. He's the smart one. He is repairing the ship very seriously. He's more serious and stuck up, and really wants to, reject all that Earth has to offer. And then there's Terry. He is all about Earth. He's kind of like, they kind of paint him to be like a stan of everything. Like, he's excited about everything. Throughout the show, I think it was a nice detail to express his personality. He has different shirts that have different, sayings about Earth's culture on it and things like that. And then we have Yumulak. He's sort of like, so they're like, Terry and Corvo are like the parents, but, they are the guardians. So they're the adults in the situation. Not romantically involved. They didn't say that they were, but I'm assuming they're both males. Moving on to the younger aliens, we have Yumulak and Jesse. Now, Yumulak, he might seem equivalent to like a 14-year-old or 12-year-old. I have no idea, but he's just the adolescent boy, and then Jesse's the youngest. She's the adolescent girl. They discuss, she just has a bow on her head, and we just assume that, she's a girl. So they all have their different personalities. So Yumulak, he's very moody and temper. He has like, yeah, he's very moody. He has this high temperament, and you know, because I guess they're trying to simulate that he's an adolescent boy going through some stuff. And then Jessie, she's like, you know, a little girl. She just wants to give the Earthlings a chance. You know, Yumulak's kind of an a-hole when he things like that, and Jessie is just like, give the humans a chance, they're not that bad, you know, just give them a chance. So yeah, I kind of did like a preview to their personalities. So those are the 4 main characters, and we can't leave out the last character, which is the baby. Really cute. So I think I may have said it wrong earlier. I said the larva, but I meant the pupa. The pupa is the when I introduced it. We have the last character, and that's the pupa. So that's kind of like the infant. That's the baby. That's who they have to look out for. And pupa, I thought it was just like an infant. Turns out like they got he or she talking a little bit. They don't really look after the pupa. They're just off, you know, doing their own thing because, you know, it's an alien baby. So, you know, alien babies just go off and do their own things. But yeah, that's fairly rough. That's my introduction to the characters. Just off my own first impression, I was like, okay. So we start off, there's 8 episodes in the series. We start off episode 1 getting used to the characters, getting introduced to their situations. You know, like we said, Corvo's fixated on the ship. Terry, he's just living his best life, trying to, you know, enjoy everything along the ride. He's not really too pressed about them being stuck on Earth. So we meet them 1 year after they have been stranded on Earth, so we see how they're adjusting. Yumulak and Jessie don't like school because people are discriminating against them. So, to that point, you know, everyone knows that they're there. They know that they exist. They have a home. They're even a part of the home owners. You know, they have to abide by the homeowners association. So people in this universe know that the aliens are there and that they exist. So there's prejudice against them. So yeah, they're operating, people know they exist, but there's prejudice against the aliens. So Jessie and Yumulak are experiencing prejudice at school, and you know, Yumulak has his shrink ray. And so he shrinks humans down whenever they make him mad. So that's kind of, you know, his introduction, and he puts them into a wall in the kids' bedroom. They have this wall in their bedroom, and he puts the shrunken humans in their bedroom, and we kind of just are left with, okay, these alien kids, they have alien technology, they use their alien technology, and they don't really abide by Earth's rules. So this is kind of setting the stage for what's going to happen in this season. We have our list of characters. They don't abide by Earth's rules. They're aliens trying to fit in, but they still, you know, are more advanced, so to say. They have shrink rays. They have different type of technology as us. And they're just, you know, they're just living how they live, trying to adjust to things. So then as we move on, the series moves on. The characters come in with certain type of conflicts. You know, Corvo's character is known as the stuck-up character, and throughout the series, we get to see him give Earth, you know, a chance a little bit more, and we follow them along, you know, this path of getting themselves into trouble because they're different, and then getting themselves out of trouble. So just trying to maneuver through that. And then we also have the shrink ray, the people who are shrunk down. We can't forget about them. So within the story, we have the main plot. We have the aliens are on Earth and they're trying to adjust to Earth life. Then we have, you know, the people that they put into the wall. They have their own storyline. So it's not that we just see them get dumped into the wall and then we go back to the regularly scheduled program. They actually take time to develop that story about the people within the wall. So we're getting introduced to characters as the show is going on. We get the main plot, the aliens, on their wacky adventures, living their life. We see Yumulak putting more people into the wall, finding out why he put them into the wall and where they came from. And then we get the plot with the wall where, okay, we see that these people, they're shrunk down and they have created their own sort of society within the wall. So we just have parallel stories and plots going on. And, I'm not too familiar with, plot structure and all that to, know the technical aspects of it. But it is cool to see how the storyline goes where you don't think it would go. And maybe people who saw Rick and Morty, this is not really a surprise to them, or this is just typical expected type of thing. But for me, a person who doesn't watch Rick and Morty, it was very refreshing to see. It was good to see that it was uncensored. So yeah, we're following the characters. It's really sort of an episode by episode basis. We have some reoccurring characters, but every situation and each episode is sort of, different than the last. But we're still pushing the story further along. We're still pushing the story further. So yeah, if I had to rate this first season, I would definitely give it a 8 out of 10. Just because it's the first season, and it was unexpected. So I'm excited to see more. And I know there's going to be a season 2. And yeah. So if you guys watch Solar Opposites and you would like to, share your opinion with me, feel free to in the comments below. And if you guys want to see me watch/review Rick and Morty, let me know that too, and I can do that for you. But yeah, overall, I gave Solar Opposites an 8 out of 10. And yeah, I'll definitely be looking out for season 2. Alright guys, bye.